Hi everyone, good day, good day. Welcome to E Simple Answers. It's me, Kenton Augustine. Well, we are live today. We are live today. Why? Because in the background, we're cooking on a big green egg in the background today. And so we're going to be having fun this evening. And I wish you can be here as well. So, we are live at Bordeaux and we are cooking on the big green egg. Trust you're having a fantastic day so far. Well, I'm looking forward to it because we are going to be grilling, we are going to be tasting, we are going to be eating. And if you want, you can come down to Bordeaux and join us and sample the big green egg cooking. So behind me, you can see the egg right there in action. The smoke is going. Our temperature is at 300 degrees, and I'm going to try and bring it up to 350. The stuff already in the grill, and we are going already. So stay tuned. We're going to be examining as we go out today. We're going to go a bit longer today as we go through the egg. At this point, we just want to go a few videos whilst I attend to the stuff that's grilling right there. I can open it a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the stuff there ready, guys. So coming down, there's enough for all of us. Right here at Bordeaux at Royalty Pools. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned, and we'll see how we are cooking, how we are coming along. We'll see how we are progressing today as we cook on the big green egg. So stay tuned, we're going to be in for a fun time. So of course, those are all accessories one can buy for the egg. And I must tell you indeed that we have a whole bunch of accessories coming in pretty soon, all right? We have the woks coming in, we have the Dutch oven coming in, we have more eggs coming in, we have the cabinets coming in, we have more charcoal coming in. We have a whole bunch of stuff. We have the expander already in stock. That right, you can get it right now. We have charcoal in stock. So stay tuned, guys. There are lots more to come, and I mean the egg is so versatile. I mean, once you become an egghead, all right, okay, man. Once you buy an egg, you're gonna love it because there's just so much you can do. You can grill, you can bake, you can smoke, you can cook, and I'm personally excited about the woks. So you can do your stir fry in the egg, and you can do your favorite dishes in the wok. And by the way, it comes with a wooden spatula as well. So I mean, it's all thought about. It's well built, well designed. I mean, it's meant to be fun. Yeah. So if you have any questions, of course, you can also drop us a line as we continue cooking on our egg. Our temperature is pretty much getting there. And by the way, I'm controlling my temperature two ways. I wanna get to top vent and bottom vent. All right. So I'm gonna maintain this at 350 degrees by controlling by controlling my bottom vent today. All right. And of course, my top vent is fully open, and of course, I can go up and down with the temperature by controlling the bottom end. So it's very good because you actually can control the temperature of the egg. You have a total control over your cooking. As you will see, we're going to go to a few videos, and if you want to get an egg or you're thinking about getting one, we're going to show you some videos that can assist you in how to use your egg. So stay tuned as we continue to have fun today cooking on the big green egg. So let's go to one of those scenes. Of course, guys, we're all live today, so you're right. We're not in studio today. This is all live. This is all on the fly. But we're going to have fun. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Captain Ron, why do you have so many big green eggs? Each size has its purpose. Let me show you why. As you can see, I have quite the collection of big green eggs. I love each one of my kids the same, no matter what the size or anything. I want to share with you the differences between the different ones, and maybe you can decide which egg is next for you. Before we get started though, you need to do me one favor. Subscribe to our channel. We work hard for this. We want you tuning in every week, all right? Give us a thumbs up right down this little button. See the little thumbs up? It's right over here, right there. Give us a thumbs up real quick. Now let's get into these big green egg sizes. My first child I'd like to introduce you to is my Mini Max, all right? Great for small cooks if you're cooking for 1 or 2 people, or you want to cook just a small meal, okay? Great for this. Moving over is my middle child, my large. Large is great for a family of 4 or something like that. You want to make some nice bigger meals, grilling, smoking, good for everything. Last, but certainly not least, is my oldest child, the XL, all right, the big boy. 20-pound briskets, got nothing on this thing. You can cook a lot of food on here. We're going to delve into the reason for each one, what you can do with each one. So let's jump into each one individually and show what it's got. The first one we're going to start with is the Mini Max, because great things come in small packages. Nice part about the Mini Max is it is portable at a mere 76 pounds. It's got a 13-inch grid diameter and 133 square inches of cooking space. You can use this to cook a lot of different things. They say that it's good for up to a 12-pound turkey. You can cook 4 burgers easily, a whole chicken. You can easily do 2 steaks. This will fit a whole rack of ribs. And actually, if you check out this video, 1 whole suckling pig can be done on this Mini Max. And one of the main reasons for having this beautiful little Mini Max is that A, it's portable. I kind of got this so that I could take it to the beach, take it tailgating, go to a Dolphins game, whatever football team you like. Take it with you, use it. It's fun, it cools down quick, and it's easy to use. It's also great for making a small meal. If it's just me and the girlfriend, or me and my daughter, we're just cooking something small. Mini Max is the answer for that. Well, that's enough about my little baby. We're gonna move on to your bigger brother now. Let's go over here to the large. Oh yeah, hello, sweetheart. Now this may be my middle child, but it was the first big green egg that I got. So I always have a particular love for my large size big green egg. Let me tell you a little bit about these babies. Now granted, in between the Mini Max and the large, there is a medium size, but it's not too popular, and I would suggest to go right for the large. All right, the large is a bit heavier than its little sibling. This one's 162 pounds, not exactly portable, but it does have an 18.25-inch grid diameter for plenty of cooking space. As a matter of fact, it's got about 262 square inches of cooking area. It'll fit a 20-pound turkey. You can do 12 burgers. They say 6 chickens set up vertically. You can cook 8 steaks, or it'll even do 7 racks of ribs if you set them up vertically as well. And the nice part is each of these comes with a 3-inch diameter temperature gauge for easy temperature reading. So simple. So now you know all about my middle child, my large. Now, when I was talking about all those different foods that you can cook on it, you don't have to cook something that big. You can cook 1 burger, you can cook 1 steak on here, but it's nice to know that you have the availability. I've cooked a 20-pound brisket on this thing, and it was awesome. So, if I'm gonna cook something really big though, that's when I'm moving to my bigger child, my XL. I love this baby. let me tell you a little bit more about this one. This is my XL. Now this is not portable. I mean not portable. It weighs in at 219 pounds. That's without the convector in there. That's without anything in there. So it's a heavy boy. Whoa. But like I said, this one also comes with a 3-inch temperature gauge. It's got 452 square inches of cooking area. That's a lot of food. Got a 24-inch grid diameter, so you can fit plenty on here. What Big Green Egg says that you can do is you can fit 20-pound turkeys on this thing. You can cook an entire 20-pound turkey on this size. You can cook 24 burgers, 11 whole chickens, 12 steaks, or 12 racks of ribs vertically. It's up to you. That seems like a lot of ribs. Hope you got a big family. Now that's the XL. That thing is huge, isn't it? Let me tell you, I've cooked 2 massive briskets at once on this. I cooked 80 pounds of pork butts on here. Now I use the expander system, so I had 2 levels, but I've cooked 80 pounds of pork butt at one time on here, and they were awesome. So it's really versatile. You could do almost anything with it. If you want to cook 1 burger, you can. If you want to cook 20 burgers, you can. That's the beauty of the XL. Size matters. Let me tell you, there is one even bigger. I don't have it, but it's the 2XL. Let me tell you about that baby. And this is the 2XL, double XL. It's got a massive 29-inch grid diameter with 672 square inches of cooking area. That's huge. It's not exactly portable, 375 pounds. Thing's a monster. The nice part, these things all have stainless steel cooking grids that are made in the USA. On this 2XL, you can cook 35 burgers, they say 14 chickens, 20 steaks, or 20 racks of ribs at one time. Of course, that's going to be in a rib rack standing vertically, but you can cook a massive amount of food on this thing, all right? Now, this one you will not find in any Big Green Egg store. It was a limited edition egg made back in 1989. They only made a certain number of blue ones, and you won't find them anywhere. If you do find one, call me, because I want to buy it, all right? Because you can't get them anywhere. I have never once cooked anything on this egg, because if I break it, there's no replacing anything on it. I don't want a half green, half blue egg. It look like Easter year-round in my house. No thanks. Now, no matter which size you get, they all come with the same equipment. They come with the egg. They come with a fire bowl, a fire ring, and the grates. The grates are all stainless steel, and they're made in the USA, so they're going to last you for a long time, right? One of the nice parts about Big Green Eggs is they all come with a limited lifetime warranty. If something breaks, it's covered, all right? They don't really ask any questions. It's really super simple to get it done, and it works well. So, listen, I hope that the video was valuable to you. I hope you got some good information. Maybe it helped you decide which size egg you're going to get next. Maybe it helped you decide which egg you're going to get to start with. They're great cooking with. Like I said.
All right, guys. So I hope you can now choose which egg you want. Behind me is actually a large egg. And by the way, we do have the extra large coming in pretty soon. We have the extra large coming in, the large, the mini, the small egg, the medium egg, and the mini max. So we're having the large, extra large, large, medium, small, and the mini egg, right? So I think we are pretty much covering everybody who wants an egg. And of course, so as you heard by Mr. Fogo, which one suits you? It really depends on your family size, on how much you entertain. It depends on how often you're going to be using the egg, how much stuff you want to do on the egg. It really and truly depends on all of those factors to choose your egg. But of course, once you come into the store and you view the egg and you work it out, you will determine which size is best for you. All right, so we're still going. We're still going. I am now actually a while ago during the video, the temperature, it was going up to 400, and that was too much, right? So what did I do? I adjusted down at the bottom here, and right now it is set at 350 degrees. It is moving. That's where I want it to be. All right, so that's why I tell you, the egg allows you to have total control over your temperature and over your cooking, so the fire cannot get too big on you. If it does, you have the power to control how hot you want, or the temperature you want your egg to be. So again, Of course, and of course, this is found only at Royalty Pools, is where we supply this stuff. We have all the accessories you're looking for. So come in, pay us a visit, tell us your needs, and we will supply you with the perfect egg for you. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and work the egg. I don't want to get stuff burned, so I'm gonna make sure that it's turned over and it's nice. And by the way, feel free, guys. Feel free to come on and taste the egg and taste what's cooking in the egg as we continue to go along. So we're gonna go into some more videos. We're gonna look at some more. Well, we also have the wood chips. So let's look at the wood chips you can actually get with the egg. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So, are you hungry yet? Well, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. So we're gonna go back to Mr. Fogo. And by the way, if you have any questions, if there are any questions, please put it in the chat. It's open. Let me know what you want to ask, any questions, any comments you may have. I will try and answer them today. But today, as you can see, is a very moving day. Today we're actually in motion. The family is here. Everybody is hungry, so we gotta keep those bellies filled, right? So stay tuned. We're gonna go back to Mr. Fogo, and this time we're gonna do the 5 skills you need to master the big green egg. The 5 skills you need to master the big green egg. So I mean, he's great in teaching. So here are the 5 skills you need to master your egg when you get your egg, especially for this Christmas. Christmas is coming, so make sure that is on your gift list. I want a big green egg for Christmas. Tell the husband that. Tell the wife that. Say, honey, I want a big green egg, because why? There is no other grill like the big green egg. A ceramic cooking excellent machine. So stay tuned as we go, Mr. Fogo, as we go into another tutorial of the big green egg. And then we come back to examine our food.
That's right. Welcome back to another week of The Fogo Life. This week, we're going to do something a little different for you. We're skipping some cooking, and we're going to go into the 5 basic fundamentals that I like to use and share on the big green egg. We get asked a lot about temperature control, how to set up the egg. We're going to cover some of these things right down to how you clean it out the right way. But before we get started, do us a favor, subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. We love to hear from you. One of the most burning questions that I get about charcoal is, what are the different charcoals for and how much do I use? Well, we basically make two different types of charcoal. We have our super premium and our premium, low and slow, kind of more for grilling here. So I'm going to show you exactly how much to use for each one and how to light it and everything that you need to know about it. Now let's open one of these bags. I'm getting a little older. Instead of using that big old 35-pound bag, I'm going to use our other 17.6-pound bag. It's just a little easier to handle. Yeah, the old amount of charcoal question. I get asked it quite a bit, and really, for me, there's only one answer. You can have too little, you can't have too much. So I'm gonna show you where I fill mine to. I want you to understand something, folks. What I'm doing here is subjective. There's many different ways to do it. I like to use as much charcoal as I can in my grill because, first of all, it's gonna be left for next time, and I can just use it all. I don't wanna run out of fuel while I'm cooking. We're starting with a nice cleaned out egg. We got the Big Green Egg charcoal basket in here. We've got our fire bowl and our fire ring. Those are the three basic components to the inside of a Big Green Egg. One of the most common misconceptions is to not use enough charcoal. Again, many different schools of thought on this, but this is how I do it, and most of the people that I know that are big into Big Green Eggs, how they do it as well. So a lot of people just want to fill it to here, and they think that that's enough and just put a base layer down on the bottom. Not me. I want to fill it to about here. I want it to be just below where the deflector is going to sit so that it's full of charcoal so I don't run out of charcoal while I'm cooking. A lot of people only want to fill their charcoal basket up to there. They feel that that's plenty, got a nice bed of coals, it's going to treat you well. Well, if you're doing something that's going to take more than a couple of hours, guess what? You're going to run out. You're going to have to take the whole thing apart and add more charcoal. That may look like a lot of charcoal to some people, but don't forget, this thing is a lean, green cooking machine. Once you're done cooking, you shut it down, it puts the coals out in minutes. I'm going to show you how to do that, but first, let me show you how to light the charcoal for the different ways that we can cook on a Kamado style cooker. I am not a big gimmick guy, but when it comes to lighting your charcoal, there's no replacing this. It's called the BlazeBall. It's available on our website. This is a nice, bright and shiny new one. I'm going to use this one because you can reuse it time and time again for lighting your charcoal. Let me show you how to do it. So basically, there's two different types of use for a Kamado grill like this, smoking and grilling. I'm going to show you how to light the charcoal for each one. We're going to start with smoking, where I like to light the fire at the bottom so that the air is coming into the egg and getting directly to the fire, feeding it right from the source. Let me show you how to do that. For the purpose of our demonstration, I'm just going to push some of this charcoal to the side to clear a spot. Notice I'm doing it right in the front of the egg, okay? Next thing we do, throw a couple of these here fire starters into the BlazeBall. Place it right down on the bottom. You can start with it empty or just push some aside like that. So we're going to light this and then we're going to cover it so that the basic fire for smoking is at the bottom of the grill. We don't want it at the top. That's for grilling. Like I said, we're putting the BlazeBall right in front of it where we want the air to get to, so it's going to come right in here and hit that fire. And then once you've got a good fire burning like that, cover it up, okay? Now I'm also going to pour some more charcoal in here because, like I said, we want it to have a nice, solid, high base in here. Are we clear on how to set it up for smoking? Good. Now let's set it up for grilling. This thing's the extra large. It's ginormous. So I'm going to use 4 fire starters to show you how to get the most surface area going in the quickest amount of time, just like this. Kind of clear yourself out 4 little holes or whatever you want to do, divots, whatever you want to call it. So what's going to happen is as we light it, it's going to light all the charcoal so that we have the maximum grilling surface with fire underneath it. Now that it's lit, temperature control. If you wanted to set your temperature to 250 degrees, would you use your bottom vent or your top vent? If the temperature gets out of control and suddenly jumps on you, is there a way to control that? Absolutely and absolutely and absolutely. Yes, on all 3. All right, I'm going to show you right now how I like to do it, and then I'm going to show you how you can also do it. If I was going to set this up for 250 degree cooking, once I got it to temperature, I'm going to set my bottom vent just open, maybe about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a touch more, okay? And my top vent, I'm going to leave completely open. Full airflow. That'll catch you at 250 degrees, and it will leave it cooking solid that whole entire time. If you wanted to cook a little bit hotter, just open your bottom vent a little bit more and let it come to temperature. It's real simple. It's called controlling temperature with the bottom vent. Some of you may have a different type of top than this. This is called the regulator. The old one is called the daisy wheel, and we have a lot of people have this one from Smokeware. You can do the same thing. You just leave the vent fully open, okay, just like that. Or on the daisy wheel, I'm going to show you on the egg how to set it up properly. It's a little bit involved. Now, a couple things with what's called the daisy wheel, which is the old style. If you put the words Big Green Egg in the front, when you open up your grill, this thing is going to slide and you're not going to have any kind of control. So the proper way to do it is to set this up with the writing on the back. Okay? Now when you open it up, it doesn't move. That's the first part. Second, if you want to, you can open this up like this and have full airflow. Or if you want just semi-good airflow and not have it move, the little trick is line this tab up with the letter N on the word green in Big Green Egg, and you'll have perfect airflow. The second way to control the temperature is using just the top vent. But in order to do that, we have to readjust our bottom vent. So let's head down there. By that bottom vent being halfway open, it allows the air to come in nicely. You may want to open it more, you may want to open it a little bit less. That's up to you. Find your personal preference. Using the regulator, if you wanted to have it at 250 degrees or so, you're going to keep that bottom vent about halfway and have just a slight opening here. You don't want a ton because you want to restrict the airflow so that it's not building a hotter fire. The fire lives off of air. The more airflow, the hotter it's going to burn. Let's say you're cooking chicken and you want about 350 degrees. That's going to be somewhere around there. So there's your chicken setting. You want pizza? Slide her open. 700, 800, 900 degrees, whatever you want. Control it here. Remember, just restrict the airflow for cooler temperatures, open the airflow for greater temperatures. Now that we have temperature control completely in order, hopefully, let me show you the differences of what we use the different temperatures for. One being direct grilling, one being indirect grilling. When you buy your Big Green Egg, this is how it comes set up right directly from the store. It gives you your fire ring, and then your grate will sit right on top of that. For direct grilling, that's all there is to it. You use your simple multi-spots to light the fire, get that whole layer of charcoal lit on top, and you're grilling within about 15 minutes. Plain and simple. If you're a little bit uneasy having to reach down into the grill for grilling like that, this is what's called the expander system that you can get for the Big Green Egg. There's a lot of accessories available for eggs, and this is one that I highly recommend. This allows you to raise the grate up higher so you're working at the same level as the egg, and you're going to have a little bit easier control with cooking your food because it's not going to be just so darn tight and close to the flames. You're going to have a little bit of space in there, easier cooking management. And that is direct cooking, folks, which leads us into indirect cooking, where you're cooking without flames directly below your food, almost sort of like an oven or a convection style cooking. It's really simple. For this, another reason I love the expander, just take out the grates, and we're going to talk about this piece. This is not a steering wheel. It's called a convector. It's a deflector. It's a heat deflector. So basically, all it's going to do is it sits right in here, like this. You're going to put your grates right back on top. You can use the standard grate that comes with the egg, which is one piece, or you can use the two-piece, which we're going to cover in a different video. But now, you can smoke your meats indirect, no flames. You're going to get full warmth all around it. It's going to come up around the edges and cook your meat almost like it's in an oven. I also want to show you that you can use the convector without having to use the expander system. Now, all you do, if you look here, you'll see that there's 3 slots, grooves, in the fire ring. I believe newer eggs maybe don't even come with them in it, but you just lay this down here, put the 3 legs right in there, and you're going to put your grate right on top of that. That's all finished. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to clean out the Big Green Egg a couple different ways. But first, we want to make sure our fire is completely out. You do not want any burning ashes. If you want to shut it down, simply close the top vent, close the bottom vent. Give it about 10, 15 minutes or so. Your coals should be completely out. Which brings us to our last and final step, cleaning out the Big Green Egg. How do we do it? There's a number of different ways. It's real easy. First, we're going to start with cleaning out the charcoal basket. Let's show you how that's done. First, make sure all of your coals are extinguished. They have to be completely out, not even a little tiny bit going. You want it to be absolutely out before you do it. The nice part about like having a big green egg basket like this or any other kind of basket is easy charcoal clean out. Now, there's still a lot of charcoal in here. That's still good to use, right? We don't want to get rid of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a kitchen garbage bag. We're going to place this in there and just shake it out. See all these holes? That's what these holes are in the tops and the bottom for. Oh! Once it's in the bag, grab your two handles, pull your bag up kind of around it if you can, like so, and just start shaking. All the ash, all the garbage is all going to shake down into the bottom. Then you pull this back out, and you've got reusable charcoal. Yay! Now, underneath that basket, you've got all of this ash that's built up down here, okay? And here it's almost an inch thick, so you want to keep this cleaned out. I recommend doing it about every 3 to 4, maybe 5 uses at the most. But you want to keep this clean because otherwise it's going to restrict the airflow coming into the egg, and it's not going to allow your fire to build properly. There are a number of different ways to clean that ash out of there. You can use an ash tool, which you can get from Big Green Egg or whatever, and I like to use a shop vac. Again, you want your coals to be out. Have I mentioned that yet? Let's start with the ash tool, show you how to do that first. Okay, first thing we do is we open up our bottom vent all the way, and you can see we have plenty of ash buildup in there. With the ash tool, it's really simple. You're simply just sticking it in and pulling that ash out. Just do it right into a dustpan, whatever you have. Even better for me is I like to use a shop vac. Very simple, it gets it nice and clean, nice and easy, gets everything out of there. For that, you can either go in through the front, as such, or right from the top. I like to go from the top, like this. And that's how you clean it out, right? Not so quick, we're not done yet. There's one more step that for a deep cleaning that you want to do. We're going to take the insides out of the egg. So we're going to take the fire ring out. Now remember, these are ceramic. Handle them carefully, okay? They're fragile. And the last one is the actual fire bowl. Take this out as well. Okay, again, very carefully. Fragile. Now you can see that I cleaned this out recently, so there's not a ton here, but you're going to get some buildup of ash around the outside. Simply take your shop vac or whatever you want to use. You could even use a little, push broom or something like that, and just vacuum this out. And the last question we want to answer is, why in the world does anybody need this many big green eggs? Well, let me tell you. You want to cook up one steak? Use the mini. You want to cook a couple lobster tails and a steak? Use this. You want to cook up a whole lot of stuff? Use the XL. You want to? No. Nobody uses that one. I've never cooked in it. Here's why. The story is that back a number of years ago, Big Green Egg made about 200 limited edition blue ones. If you ever see one of those, reach out to me. I want to buy it, okay? Let me know. You can't find them anywhere. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you got some great information out of it. We try to provide it so it's easy to use and make your experience enjoyable. So remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up.
All right, guys. So we are back. We are back once more, and of course that was Mr. Fogo, as we looked at the 5 essentials you need for the Big Green Egg. Well, I can tell you things are really beginning to cook up here. Maybe we can zoom in a little bit as we continue. Yeah, let's just zoom in a little bit, and let's see how we are doing here. Of course, when you're going to open the egg, don't just open the egg, but you gotta actually burp the egg. You gotta actually burp the egg so you don't get burnt. So you burp it like this, because if you just open it while it's crazy, the flames can really come out on you. Okay, so we got stuff on here, guys. We're gonna turn this around. It's already looking, the color is there already. So this is soon gonna be ready for consumption. So we are gonna continue. Remember, all right. Yeah. So we are going good at the moment. That's for sure. As you can see, I'm doing multiple stuff at one time because the egg allows you to do that. You can do more than one stuff at the same time. This is a large egg. And so I have enough space in here to even put more if I wanted to. Right? Because I also have the expander which I can use if I want to, if needs be as well. All right. So we are looking good here. As you can see, I am using the convector. That's why my grid is high up like this, because I'm using the convector at the moment. So I'm gonna close it back down as we continue to do some cooking. So remember, if you wanna, so yeah, so we are on, and we are. Of course, we also do have the Big Green Egg seasonings and sauces. This one is Kansas City style sweet and smoked barbecue sauce. So we have all different flavors of sauces from the Big Green Egg available in stock for you if you want to get some. We also have some seasonings as well. I'm going to get some in just a minute as we continue to do our cooking. So what else can we do on the egg? We can do fish as well. Let's see, fish also.
Hey, it's Rob from Big Green Egg here to show you a couple of things today. One of them, we're going to start with the rain cap on the new regulator that we have. It all stays in place when you open your eggs, not going to go anywhere. And also the rain cap, if you're using it in weather like it is today, we're not going to go stand out. I love you guys, but we're not going to go stand out there in the rain. So we're just going to show you a couple things. One of them is the rain cap. The other is going to be the expander kit we have. The expander kit is really cool. This is something that's new and you guys are really going to love it. So it has a 5-piece kit. I'm going to show you the 5 pieces. They're also sold separately, so you can buy them if you want just the bottom, the top, the half grids, whatever it is, you can do that. Here, I'm going to show you. So this is your top piece, which sits on there and moves back and forth, and I'll show it to you on the egg as well. Move this out of the way. So that's 2 pieces there. So you had the top grid and then the actual top. Then you have 2 half moon, and then you have what is called a convector holder. I'm going to show you that first. So we're going to open up our egg, pull out our grid. Obviously this is a brand new egg. We're going to sit this down. I'm also going to show you that even if you have the current parts and pieces, it also fits right on there, no problem. Show you that. Convector. We're basically going to put this in here for you. And I still like to put it where you have the one leg is going to be right here in the front. I always like setting up an egg that way, and then your grid always goes on, whether you're using this grid, which now gives you a raised cooking surface with a convector in there. Now you can do this direct as well without the convector, and it's going to be right at the top of the base. A nice even cooking field there for you. You can also do the half moon. As you can see, you can do cast iron. These come in cast iron. I'll show you those here in a second as well. Here's our cast iron, fits right on there. Now I'm going to show you a couple different setups that you can do using this. Obviously the convector in there, which is great, convector holder. It's awesome if that's all you want to use it for. But it's got so many options as well, so we're going to show you that here today. You also have half moonstones. The half moonstones can go in there just like that. And I'm going to show you out here so I don't have to keep putting it in and out of the egg. You can do direct on one side, indirect on the other. You can do direct here, raised indirect on this side. So if this is the only piece you wanted to get, you can do that. I suggest going and getting a 5-piece kit because everything that you can do with that is amazing. I'm going to show you that here as well. I'm going to set this back here. So with this one, before we get started, if you just had this one, obviously when you go to put it on the grid, you can stick your egg in there, your convector, whatever. This can go on top. You have the convector, this comes up here, this slides in, but I'm going to show you what it does. So it'll sit in here like this, about right there, and it moves back and forth. What I'm also going to show you is if you take this off, you can flip this upside down, stick it in the egg, use this grid, and now you have what's called cowboy. A lot of people think cowboy and caveman are the same or different. There's an argument there. Cowboy is what we like to say is cooking near the coals. Caveman is when you actually stick it in the coal, whether you got a big ribeye, some type of steak, a tomahawk, whatever that is, you can do that with this. But I'm telling you, this is the way to go. You can also replace this with a cast iron grid from the Small or Mini Max, and it fits right in there. If you want those great grill marks, you can use that in this form as well. So some pretty cool options, as you can see, when you use the expander system and kit that we have available. So now I'm going to show you this all.
Well, guys, we are back. So let me thank you for being with us, for sticking around. We are pretty soon going to be taking stuff out of the grill. We are pretty much there already. So next Sunday, God's willing, we're back with another episode. You never know what's in store, right? So remember, the Big Green Egg is now available at Royalty Pools, and it's exciting. It's easy to use, and the thing is, I mean, you don't have to know how to grill, because there are videos there to show you. And once you get the egg started and you follow the videos, you will become a pro overnight. It is that simple. And the Big Green Egg, I mean, as I say, it's fantastic. And the flavor you get from it is one of a kind. So until then, we'll see you guys next Sunday again as we continue to cook on the Big Green Egg. Until then, peace. I'm out.